am Marnita, and this is the Briar Patch, and thank you for joining me today. I am going to be showing you guys how I make my own bone broth, and it's going to be a several day process because you have to let it cook for about 24 hours to 48. And since I work the next 2 days, it's probably going to be more like a 48, just so that I can do all the canning of it later. Anyways, I have a chicken carcass all cut up for supper tonight. And this is, like I said, the carcass. It's I broke as many bones as I could as I was getting it in there. It will help the nutrients come out of the bones. So after that, it's kind of up to you what you all want into it. You want some, for sure, apple cider vinegar in there. You need about a tablespoon. So that will help draw more of the nutrients out of it, because that's just what vinegar does. I am not going to measure. I'm just going to put a little bit, but about a tablespoon is what you want. And then after that, it's up to you. I like putting peppers. I have some dehydrated ones. I like putting green peppers in there. It kind of gives it a nice flavor. And the red peppers are great, just it is going to make it look darker than it would normally. So these are just sweet peppers that we grew in our garden. And just like if you're making a chicken noodle soup or something, you want celery. I have some frozen because I didn't get to canning as fast as making this as fast as I wanted to. I usually do 2 or 3 carcasses at one time, but since I wanted to get this video out, I'm just doing the one. And you can do just about any vegetable you want to add in it. It's more for flavoring, along with adding the nutrients as if you were making soup or something. It doesn't really matter how big of pieces you have, since it's not likely you're going to be eating the vegetables. When I'm done cooking it, I just take the scraps. I want those. I just take the my vegetables and the bones and stuff, and I just put it outside for our farm animals. The dogs will eat it, and what they don't, the cats and chickens and guineas and whatever critter wants to will. Hello again. I got some interruptions. I have school going on for all 4 of my kids. They're all in their own rooms and stuff, but we have printers and drinks and some cough drops because my one son has a really bad cough. We just need to cut these up. Onions is a very good thing because bone broth is something great for if you're sick, flu stuff, whatever, whenever you want to drink. Just, sorry about the printer in the background. Someone's printing out some schoolwork. If you're sick, one year I had an extremely bad sore throat. So it was so swollen I couldn't even swallow much. So I had bone broth that I was able to eat instead. So anything you can get for nutrients and stuff in there is a good idea. But you don't even have to be peeling these apart. I just do to make sure everything fits well. And then if you talk to anyone who does their own medicines and stuff, they will tell you that the king of all herbs is garlic. So I put a lot of garlic in because it's a very good for medical and for your good cholesterol. It helps to raise it. It helps to keep your blood pressure down. It helps to keep so many different things, and it really boosts the immune system. So I just put in, I myself am a believer of you cannot have too much garlic. No, I'm sure I could be proven wrong. So far I haven't been. So I have that all in there. And then I am going to top it off with water and get back to you. Okay, now I have it covered in water, and I realized I had forgot my herbs. My kids tease me about how much. I do have a huge seasoning drawer that my kids laugh about. I'm going to put 3 bay leaves in, mostly because I need to start using them up before they start going bad. And then I have sage, rosemary, and thyme. So each one of these has a good flavoring or medical properties. So that's why I use them the most. And also, you know, they belong together. Well, except for once in a while you can switch sage with parsley. So anyways, I put a tablespoon of each in there, which is probably more than some people would like, but I do it. So I am going to plug this in, and I am going to let it cook. Leave it fairly uncovered, just not to where the cat can get it. So I let it cook on low for 24 to 48 hours, depending on what time I have and how much I want to just let it sleep. Hello everybody, it's me. Obviously. It is 5:30 in the evening, so sorry if the lighting's bad. I just got home from work, so I am going to show you the bone broth, and then I'm going to work on pouring it. So this is what the bone broth looks like now. It's been cooking for 2 days. It's all nice, and it's this dark color because of all the herbs and vegetables that I put in. So, all right, now let's get it poured into. I have a big stock pot that I'm using and just a regular strainer. Okay, so I will just take this out, and I will slowly pour it, as it splatters everywhere, into my strainer, colander, whatever you want to call it. So I am just going to let this drain, And once it's all drained, I'm going to put it in the fridge with a lid overnight, and we will get back to it in the morning. Good morning, it's the next day. So this is what it looks like with the fat, and we just scrape it out. So as we're just scraping all the fat out, we're letting the broths just drip back in. But we have a lot of this. Not everybody's bone broth is going to be looking as dark as mine or as colorful. That's just because of the different spices I put in and the different vegetables. Different colored onions will also give different colors to it. So this is how much I was able to get out. There's still a little bit of fat in there, but it's going to be fine. And that is how much I've cleaned out. So this will just go to the animals. I am going to heat this up and I'm going to can it. You can also freeze it instead, but we would rather do the canning. Okay, I am going to be heating this up and I'm going to be canning it. If you guys want, I will be doing some more tutorials on how to can, but I'm not going to do it right now because I have too many other things I'm working on today as well. So I am just going to heat this up and get that going. So thank you for joining me as I'm working on this. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I will try to answer them for you. And just for your knowledge, if you're doing a bone broth like this, it is best if you can do free-ranged, pasture-raised type chicken or turkey, or if possible, if those aren't possible, then try organic. Because since you are cooking the nutrients out of the bones, all the chemicals that a regular raised chicken or turkey would have, all the chemicals in it are in the bones, and so you're pretty much just seeping out those. And so that's not as healthy and it's not as helpful. But thank you for joining me, and please give this video a like.